When I was 24 years old, I had a big decision to make. The choice was life or death. So let me just back up in time. At 24 years old, I was 100 pounds heavier than I am today. I was an alcoholic. I was a drug addict. I smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And the most lethal addiction was my self-hatred. I woke up every day and said to myself, "You're fat, you're ugly, you're stupid, and you're not worth being here." So in my mind, I could say, "You're an addict." I knew that I hated myself, but I absolutely did not see any way out. The only thing I saw was the end. I couldn't see any other options. So let me take you back. My father was born into a very abusive childhood. He was tortured, and he didn't have a way out. So what he did was he had 8 children, and he passed on what had happened to him to his own children, which his father told him, "You should have never have been born," and he passed that along. My mother was born to immigrant parents who came over from Italy, who actually were kind of tortured themselves on the way over. And when they got to this country, they felt lost and isolated and afraid. And so my mother was born and raised in Manhattan in a very scary situation. So the moment that she met my father in high school, he was the first man that she had ever met, she married him without knowing what was in front of her. And she dutifully had 8 children, and then found herself in a helpless situation, losing her children and losing her life, basically, and her power. So my role model, my mother, whom I love dearly today, she taught me how to completely be disempowered and to lose my power. She just didn't know how to teach me any tools of love, and with a father who was telling me every day, "You should have never have been born," you could imagine by the age of 24, I was done. So as I always share, I had a plan and the universe had another plan. And that universe had a plan for me, which was to put what I call an angel in my life, who basically said, "There is another way." And I am standing here today. Clearly, you could tell the path that I took. The path that I took was to be a light on this planet, to empower women, to not only love who they see in the mirror, to love themselves from the inside out, but to tap in to our emotions, our spirituality, so that the physical can just be exuberant and be joyful all the time.